Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi live noding. This is going to be the continuation from the previous live noding. So we learned that using this Python module called PyVox and Sverchok to generate this array of 2D array of data, we can generate this 3D Vox model, right? And then if you export it out. If you export it out as a PLY, for example, and save it as svout002, and then if you go back to Blender and then File, Import PLY, and then select these objects, import it, this actually will come exactly like this guy right here. Maybe I need to rotate it. So there you go. This one with PLY, it comes with a vertex data. That's why it looks correct with the color. Don't worry about that for now. But you see, the process is a little bit funny at the moment. You generate the data using Sverchok. Maybe I randomize. Oops, maybe like randomize the seed a little bit. So we can't really see what's going on, but basically I randomize the data, and if I dump it, we should get a new value, and then maybe just make it a single line. We get a new data, and we paste it into this guy right here. Paste it, and then we run the script, and we generate the data, and then yeah, the process is going to be like that over and over again. So we have the new data, but we can't really see the result right away. What if we actually want to see the result right away? So we know that the data currently we have is a 0 and 1 value, which is a 2D array. If we look at it as a pretty data again, dump it. So pretty data looks something like this. If we want to see this inside Blender using Sverchok, how do we do that? We can do that pretty easily. So basically, we create another list join. This one, we don't need to wrap it. For this, we just actually gonna use list mask out, and we need some kind of data to represent our cube in a 2D array. So for that, I'm using a plane mk2. This can be in x, y, y, z, whatever axis you like, but keep it simple. Let's have a look at this. We have 50 times 10. We basically have 500 voxel data, and we have this true-false value to kind of turn on and off the voxel, right? So we're gonna type it like 50 and 10 here, and look at it. Look at the value. So 50 by 10 looks something like this. That's probably not quite right. 10 by 50, that's what we want. So imagine this is like the voxel of data. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We might actually need to have more. So 11 and 51. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, in this case, we're gonna worry about the vertices. Don't worry about the polygons. So this is more correct. This point's gonna represent our voxel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me count it. It's a bit small. Okay, 10 by 50. We have 500 points. I'm pretty sure about that. And so using these points, we can generate box. If we plug the points into the matrix, so this is going to be the matrix, and we use a box, plug in the box data, and we have 2D. Actually, this is a box, so it's a 3D. It's a 2-dimensional array of 3D box. That's the most correct way to say it, I think. And this box is all we basically need to translate this 0 and 1 value into to turn this on and off. That's why here we have the list mask. So the data, the points data from the plane goes in here. This is the mask, goes into the mask, which is this guy right here, 0 and 1. And the result's gonna be this data if true or data if false. And this should be level 2. There we go. That's the result that I want to show you. If you really want to see whether this is correct or not, we can compare it. Seems to be correct, except that we probably need to rotate the one in Sverchok in Blender. So I rotate it upside down, and now it looks exactly the same. If we bake it out, we're gonna end up with some box. They are all animatable. They are all different objects. You can also mesh join it and things like that. It's totally up to you. So actually, I found it quite interesting that we can do it. You can apply matrix apply this way, you know, like plug in the box there, and then this guy goes in there, and join it as a single object. And then bake it out. Now you have a single object, just like the one you have inside Magica Voxel. And whenever, if you actually want to separate this, you can do that quite easily. Just separate by loose part. And now for each loose part, you can give it a different color. Oh, they're all still like a separate voxel boxes, slightly different to the one here. Yeah, so let's test this out, whether this is correct or not. So like I say, this is an array of 50 by 10. Really, we should have made like some kind of value to represent this. So 10 goes into 10. This is going to be 50, goes into the 50. We can change it. So now it's 10 by 400, or let's make it 40 by 10. So we have 400 or 12, maybe 480. 480 cube box. If you want to dump this out, dump it, turn it into a compact, copy this, paste it into this guy, run the script, and then just drop it into Magica Voxel, and we should have the exact same result. You can see this guy right here. So of course with Magica Voxel we can colorize it and things like that. I really like this Magica Voxel. It's very powerful. Just I really wish that with this script, with this PyVox, I'm still have to think how to colorize this guy in the easiest way possible. Currently, manually doing it is the easiest way to do it. There's no other ways. I don't know, maybe at some point I figure it out. So wow, that's bright. Sky, let's turn off the sky a little bit. See, this thing is really cool. The render is nice. It's got the glow and things like that. If you ever need to like let me try like a green color there, and then make it render it out and turn it into glass in real time. So that's kind of cool. Very neat trick you can do inside Magica Voxel for rendering. And then like you can change it in real time, change the color palette, and it's gonna update. It's really cool, really cool. And yeah, I think for render you can, and then you take a snapshot, screenshot of this. You can actually make animation as well, and then Ideally, actually, I wish that we can do like some kind of procedural artwork here and then export frame by frame animations into Magica Voxel. Hopefully we can get there, and colorize it as well. It can be a little bit more tricky that way, but remember that Magica Voxel actually can take a render from Blender. I can give you an example. I think file import. Where's the import file? Well, it's funny it doesn't have file import, but if you have like a render from Blender, where's my Suzanne? I have this render, it's a pixel art from Blender. If you just drop this into Magica Voxel, it becomes a voxel. So this is very cool, and I don't know. I think this is also a quick way you can generate like animations, voxel animations out of Magica Voxel into Blender if that's what you want. So let me try this real quick. This is a quick preview. Another trick you can use with Magica Voxel and Blender. Fox file, Magica out. So this is our Suzanne. It's already a voxel. It's got a texture and got color as well. And even though I think they are not like separate box, and I'm not sure, they might be still like separate boxes. It might actually. It's separating all this pixel, and we're gonna have like a lot of objects now. So anyhow, that's a quick look at how you can use Sverchok nodes in Blender and Magica Voxel to generate like a procedural boxes. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.